The Northern region has 18 constituencies. Out of these, 17 have successfully elected their constituency executives, except Savulugu. This follows a suspension by the National Executive Council, restraining the Election Management Committee of the constituency to conduct the polls. The Regional Director of Communication for the party, Mohammed Sharif Ibrahim, have been speaking to City News.
Savulugu for now is on suspension relative to the conduct of elections. And as we speak, there's no album for Savulugu. So Savulugu cannot have constituency executive elections. Reason being that the National Council are taking a decision that owing to a matter relating to Savulugu that is currently under review at the level of the steering committee, the Savulugu constituency for all elections from the polling station, electoral area coordinators, and the constituency executive committee elections are on hold. So once that is the case, it implies that we cannot hold elections in Savulugu for now. I've always said that the Regional Executive Committee, we are always ready to conduct elections in the Savulugu constituency as and when the National Council so determines from the National Steering Committee sittings. So as we speak, constituencies, elections, regional elections, the constituency, Savulugu constituency, as sad as it may be, may not have representation at the Regional Executive Committee elections.
Aside from Savulugu, there were alleged discrepancies in some constituency albums in Nantong and Yendi. The Yendi issue took an interesting twist as some candidates withdrew from the race. How is the party ensuring that these issues do not affect the outcome of the regional and national elections?
Yendi had issues just like some other constituencies, but the most important thing is that the region, with the assistance of the national party, was able to resolve those issues. At the end of the day, some people who wanted to contest for the elections, quite unfortunately, took a decision that they were not going to proceed with the elections. It is a right of choice that people exercised. I believe that when all this is done, the intention of the Regional Executive Committee is to ensure that whether Yendi, Tolong, Tamale Central, Tamale South, in all the 17 constituencies where elections have been held, the party intends to engage in a conciliatory move across the constituencies.
Speaking on his impression about the general conduct of the elections, Mr. Ibrahim noted that the elections were peaceful, free and fair, with no contention of results. He commended the delegates and urged party members to put aside their differences and work together in the interest of the party.
At the regional level, the conduct of the elections has been seen at the various constituencies to have been open, to have been fair, less acrimonious, and very balanced. Even to the extent that in some constituencies, people lost by as slim as 1 vote. And as we speak, there is no protest over those elections. I think that it is worth commendation. I'll stand here on behalf of the regional chairman to commend, 1, the elections committee for all the 17 constituencies, and 2, to commend all the aspirants who participated in the elections, both the winners and those who were unfortunate not to have made it across the line. At the end of the day, it appears that everybody's appreciation is that the party is better together than being divided. So regardless of whether you have won your elections or you have not won your elections, the overriding interest of putting the NPP ahead of all other interests is what has played out. Our goal in the Northern region as a regional executive committee for the NPP is to ensure that going into the next election, we will become the majority party in the Northern region. Presently, we have been able to take out the tag of NDC stronghold from Northern region. The NDC can no longer boast of that. So the next goal is to ensure that the NPP becomes the dominant party in the Northern region.